Get out of my house, now!
Please, Mike, I'm begging you.
I don't care! Get out! Get out! You're not welcome here!
Please, Mike, stop!
I said out! Get out of my compound, now!
Mike, please! I have nowhere else to go.
I don't care, leave!
He threw his poor pregnant wife out of the house, unaware she had just won a $100 billion contract. In a lively city where many people chased wealth and status, there lived a young woman named Stella Okori. Stella was a gentle and hard-working woman. Stella worked in a corporate office where she earned a fair salary, but she lived a simple life. She believed that love was more important than wealth, and character was greater than comfort. It was during this time that Stella met a man named Mike Johnson. Mike was handsome and confident, but he was very poor. He had no steady job and struggled to survive. Many women ignored Mike because they felt he had nothing to offer, but Stella saw potential in him. She believed that with support and patience, Mike could become successful. When Mike asked Stella to marry him, many people warned her. Her friends told her that marriage without money would bring suffering. Her relatives said she was making a big mistake. But Stella did not listen to them. She believed in Mike and agreed to marry him, even though he was poor. Their wedding was simple, but Stella was happy because she believed she had married a good man. After the marriage, life became very difficult. Money was always scarce. Stella sold most of her clothes to raise money for food and rent. She started a small side business after work, selling items in the market. She worked very hard and gave all she had to support her husband. Stella believed that one day Mike would rise and become somebody important. Mike tried different business ideas, but many failed. Each time he failed, Stella encouraged him. She never insulted him or complained. When Mike lost hope, Stella gave him strength. She told him that success would come if he did not give up. Later, Stella took a big loan from her workplace. She risked her job because she trusted her husband. She gave all the money to Mike to invest in a new company. Mike invested the money wisely, and the business grew very fast. The company owners noticed Mike's effort and employed him. Not long after, Mike was promoted and made a manager. Suddenly, their lives changed. Money entered their home. Mike began to wear expensive clothes and attend important meetings. People respected him, and his name became known. But as Mike's success increased, his character began to change. He became proud and arrogant. He stopped listening to Stella. When Stella reminded him about the loan and asked him to help her repay it, Mike refused. He said the money belonged to him now. Stella begged him, but he ignored her. Because Stella could not repay the loan on time, she lost her job. Stella cried, but Mike did not care. Stella used all her savings and did menial jobs to repay the loan. When she finally paid everything, she was left with nothing. She had no job, no money, and no support from her husband. Mike now saw Stella as a burden. After Stella paid the loan and lost her job, her life became very hard. She searched for work every day, walking long distances under the hot sun. Sometimes she returned home tired and hungry. Mike never asked her how she felt. He never offered her money. He never showed her kindness again. Mike's success had turned him into a stranger. He now believed that money gave him value. He felt ashamed to be seen with Stella, who wore simple clothes and looked tired all the time. He began to compare her with the women he met at clubs and offices. He said Stella was too quiet, too poor, and too local for his new lifestyle. Stella later found a small job after many months of suffering. She was happy and hopeful. She believed things might change, but Mike remained cold. He continued sleeping out and coming home drunk. He treated Stella as if she was invisible. One night, Mike returned home drunk and angry. Without care or affection, he slept with Stella and passed out. Stella cried silently that night, feeling used and unloved. Weeks later, she discovered she was pregnant. Stella told Mike about the pregnancy with a trembling voice. She expected joy or concern, but Mike showed no emotion. He only warned her not to disturb his plans. Stella felt lonely, but she held on to hope for her unborn child. One morning, Stella received an email from her former workplace. It was marked urgent. She did not open it immediately. She sat in the living room, holding the phone, thinking about her life. At that same moment, Mike returned home with a well-dressed woman. He had not slept at home the night before. Without shame, he insulted Stella. He called her poor and useless. He said she was no longer his standard. He pushed her out of the house while she was still holding the phone. Stella cried loudly as she left the house, barefoot and broken. Stella went to stay with her friend Amaka, who welcomed her with kindness. Stella rested and cried for 2 days. On the third day, she remembered the email from her former workplace. With trembling hands, she opened it. What she saw shocked her. The company had awarded her a $100 billion contract for a project she once worked on. Stella screamed in disbelief. She cried tears of joy. Her pain turned into celebration. That was the day Stella's destiny changed. She used the contract wisely. She started companies and employed many people. She became rich and respected. Months later, Stella gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. When Mike heard the news, he could not believe it, so he came to beg for forgiveness. But Stella refused and instructed her security to bundle him out. Days later, she bought his company and sacked him. Mike returned to poverty while Stella stood tall, a lesson to all.